Have you ever watched someone in their 80s and thought, wow, I want to be like that when I'm their age? We all know those special people. They're not just surviving their golden years, they're absolutely crushing them. Meanwhile, others their same age seem to be fading away. What's their secret? Here's the thing. Aging isn't a one-size-fits-all journey. Some folks slow down, give in to limitations, and just accept that getting old means getting weak. But then there are those remarkable exceptions who keep doing things that leave doctors scratching their heads. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. Because if you can still do even a couple of the things we're about to discuss, you're not just hanging in there. You're actually reversing the aging clock in ways that really count. These aren't random party tricks. They're powerful indicators of strength, balance, and resilience that scientists have directly connected to longer, more independent lives. And the crazy part? Most people lose these abilities so gradually they don't even notice until suddenly, something simple like standing up becomes a daily struggle. By the end of this video, you'll know the 8 specific movements that most 80-year-olds can no longer manage. If you can still do them, even just a few, you're beating the odds in the best possible way. And don't skip the last one. It's often overlooked, but might be the strongest predictor of all. Let's jump right in. There's this common belief that hitting 80 means everything goes downhill. Shuffling feet, shaky hands, foggy thoughts. That's just part of getting older, they say. But here's what science actually tells us. Much of what we call normal aging isn't really normal at all. It's preventable, sometimes even reversible. Your body doesn't have some internal countdown clock that suddenly hits 0 at 80. What happens is actually the result of years of disuse. Your muscles weaken because you stop challenging them. Your balance fades because you're not practicing it. Your flexibility disappears because you haven't properly stretched in forever. This applies to everything: your memory, your mood, even your motivation. We've been programmed to expect decline, to move less and risk less as we age. And while that advice might seem caring, it's actually setting us up to fail. It creates a fear-based lifestyle where people gradually shrink their world until they're barely living at all. But here's the good news. Some people break free from this pattern. They move differently, think differently, and stay engaged in ways most people believe impossible after 80. They're proving that aging doesn't mean declining. It can mean evolving. Ready to see how you measure up? Let's explore the 8 key movements that signal you're aging backward. Starting with number 1. 1. Standing up from a chair without pushing off. It might look simple, but standing up without using your hands is actually one of the most powerful signs your body is aging exceptionally well. This single movement requires your leg strength, core stability, balance, and coordination all working together perfectly. It shows that your lower body muscles haven't weakened with age. They're still robust enough to lift your entire body weight smoothly and confidently. For countless older adults, this is where decline begins. Just a little push on the armrest that gradually becomes complete dependence. Take Maria, 83. She never noticed anything wrong until her grandson pointed out she was always pushing herself up. A week later, she stumbled trying to get out of bed. That wake-up call led her to start a simple routine. Just 5 minutes daily of gentle chair squats and leg raises. Within a month, she could stand unassisted again, beaming with newfound confidence. Quick check. Next time you stand up, notice, are your hands doing the heavy lifting, or is it all coming from your legs? If you can rise smoothly without pushing off, drop a 1 in the comments. You've maintained something most 80-year-olds have already lost. 2. Walking quickly without getting breathless. Your walking speed might tell doctors more about your future health than many expensive tests. Research has consistently shown that walking pace directly correlates with longevity. Older adults who can still move briskly tend to live longer, healthier lives. Fast walking isn't just about speed, it's a full-body health marker. It means your heart is strong, your lungs are efficient, your muscles are responsive, and your energy systems are firing on all cylinders. Think about your own walking pace. Can you still hustle when needed? Could you catch that bus if it was pulling away? Or do you find yourself slowing down, taking breaks, or avoiding longer walks entirely? Consider James, 81. Always active until recently, he noticed he couldn't keep up with his friends anymore. I thought I was just being careful, he admitted. But when he couldn't complete his usual neighborhood loop without stopping, he knew something had changed. He started with baby steps, walking to the corner a bit faster each day, then extending his route. Within weeks, his old pace returned, and with it, his independence. Here's a simple test. Can you walk half a block like you're running late for something important, without getting winded or wobbly? If yes, type 2 below. Your cardiovascular system is showing impressive resilience. 3. Balancing on one foot for 10 plus seconds. Remember playing flamingo as a kid? Turns out, that childhood game is one of the most serious tests of how well your brain and body are aging together. One-leg balance combines muscle control, inner ear function, vision processing, and neural coordination. When any of these systems begins to fail, balance is usually the first casualty. That's why people who maintain good balance into their 80s typically live longer, stay independent longer, and bounce back faster from health challenges. Try it now. Stand near something stable, lift one foot just a few inches off the ground, and see if you can hold steady for 10 seconds. Can you do it? That's impressive. Meet Susan, 82. While brushing her teeth one morning, she realized she was gripping the sink with white knuckles just to stay upright. This silent realization frightened her more than any medical diagnosis. She began practicing balance during everyday activities, standing on one foot while washing dishes, first holding the counter, then gradually letting go. Within a month, her stability returned, and most importantly, her fear of falling diminished. Good balance doesn't just prevent falls, though that's crucial. It's a window into how well your nervous system is functioning and how quickly your reflexes respond. If you can hold the one-foot position for at least 10 seconds, hit 3 in the comments. Your brain-body connection is something special. 4. Getting down to the floor and back up independently. Getting down to the floor and then back up without help might sound basic, but it's actually one of the clearest indicators of total body health. This complex movement sequence engages virtually every major muscle group, plus your balance, flexibility, and coordination systems working in perfect harmony. If you can still do this after 80, you belong to an elite minority. Many older adults start avoiding floor-level activities altogether, not because they don't want to participate, but because they're terrified they won't be able to get back up. That fear creates a dangerous cycle. Less movement leads to weaker muscles, which leads to even less movement. Consider Robert, 84. When his 6-year-old granddaughter asked him to build a block tower on the living room floor, he hesitated, not from lack of interest, but from uncertainty about getting back up. That moment hit him hard. He started practicing gentle floor transfers beside his bed each morning, using supported movements at first. 6 weeks later, he was building floor castles with his granddaughter, moving up and down with newfound confidence. Here's a question worth asking yourself. Do you avoid the floor because your body truly can't manage it, or because you've simply stopped trying? If you can get down and back up without assistance, type 4 below. That's not just physical ability, that's freedom. 5. Carrying a full grocery bag without strain. Carrying groceries might seem mundane until suddenly it's not. Your ability to lift, hold, and transport everyday loads reveals how well your muscles, joints, grip strength, and coordination are working together. As we age, muscle mass naturally decreases, especially in the upper body. But when you can still carry a grocery bag without shifting your weight, wincing, or needing to set it down frequently, you're demonstrating functional strength, the kind that keeps you independent. Take Thomas, 81. He prided himself on carrying all his shopping in one trip, just like always. But gradually, those bags started feeling impossibly heavy. One day, he had to stop halfway to his kitchen, arms burning. Instead of accepting this as normal aging, he started simple strength exercises, squeezing a stress ball, lifting light hand weights, even gentle push-ups against the wall. Within weeks, his strength returned, along with his independence. Grocery carrying is a full-body workout in disguise. It engages your grip, arms, shoulders, core, and even your heart and lungs. If you can still carry a full bag of groceries without struggling, type 5 in the comments. That practical strength puts you ahead of most of your peers. 6. Climbing stairs without stopping. Stairs don't sugarcoat anything. They're possibly the most honest test of your heart strength, lung capacity, leg power, and overall stamina. If you can climb a full flight without pausing for breath or clinging to the railing for dear life, you're outperforming most people your age. Why? Because stair climbing combines multiple demanding elements. It's like a mini cardio workout packed into each step. Every stair requires your body to lift its entire weight upward against gravity, while maintaining balance and steady breathing. Let me tell you about Patricia, 83. After a minor fall, she started avoiding stairs completely, taking elevators everywhere. But during a family visit, she encountered a house with only upstairs bathrooms. Climbing those stairs left her gasping and embarrassed. That experience motivated change. She started with just 3 steps in her home, then 5, always using the railing. After consistent practice and simple breathing techniques, she conquered a full flight again. The biggest change wasn't in her legs, but in her confidence. Medical professionals often use stair climbing as a quick assessment of heart and lung health. If you can climb 10 to 12 steps without stopping, your cardiovascular system is showing remarkable resilience. Can you handle a full flight without pausing? Type 6 below. That's not just physical strength, it's life-enhancing endurance. 7. Remembering conversations and recent events clearly. Many people assume memory naturally deteriorates with age, but that's only partly accurate. Sure, occasional forgetfulness happens to everyone, regardless of age. But if you can easily recall yesterday's dinner, details from recent conversations, or something a friend mentioned last week, your brain is aging exceptionally well. Sharp memory isn't just about remembering names and dates. It indicates healthy blood flow to your brain, well-functioning neurons, and active mental engagement. It means your cognitive pathways haven't dimmed, your nervous system is communicating effectively, and your brain remains adaptable and responsive. Consider David, 85. Soft-spoken but mentally lightning quick. He remembers birthdays, phone numbers, and details from conversations decades ago. His secret? I never stop being curious, he explains. I read everything, talk to everyone, and learn something new every single day. David's brain stayed sharp because he kept challenging it. Like muscles, memory responds to consistent use. Reading diverse materials, engaging in meaningful conversations, writing, playing strategic games, solving puzzles. These activities are essentially workouts for your brain. And when you maintain social connections and mental challenges, your brain rewards you with continued clarity and focus. Can you still recall recent conversations in detail? Remember names easily? Keep track of appointments without constant reminders? Type 7 in the comments. That mental sharpness isn't just good luck. It's a superpower that keeps you present and engaged with life. 8. Waking up feeling refreshed and ready for the day. Sleep patterns naturally change as we age, but consistently waking up feeling rested, clear-headed, and energized remains one of the strongest indicators of overall health. If you're in your later years and still rise in the morning feeling refreshed and ready to engage with the day, your body is sending you an important message. I'm still functioning optimally. Sleep is when your body performs essential maintenance, repairing tissues, consolidating memories, balancing hormones, and strengthening immune function. Poor sleep accelerates aging and increases vulnerability to everything from heart disease to depression. Quality sleep, on the other hand, actively slows the aging process. Consider Margaret, 86. She started waking up feeling foggy and needed afternoon naps just to function. Medical tests showed nothing concerning. Then she made 3 simple changes: dimming lights before bedtime, avoiding screens after dinner, and opening her curtains first thing in the morning for natural light exposure. Within 2 weeks, her sleep quality transformed, bringing improvements to her energy, memory, and mood. She didn't need medication, she needed rhythm. If you still fall asleep within 30 minutes, stay asleep most of the night, and wake naturally feeling refreshed, you're experiencing something increasingly rare with age. This signals balanced hormones, a calm nervous system, and effective cellular repair mechanisms. If you typically wake up feeling ready to embrace the day, type 8 below. That's not random luck, it's evidence of profound physiological health. If you've stayed with me this far, pause for a moment. What we've explored isn't just a checklist. It's a reflection of your vitality, your resilience, and how wonderfully your body continues to carry you through life. So many people accept the myth that aging automatically means decline. But the truth? Some of the strongest, most vibrant individuals are those who keep showing up, keep moving, keep laughing, keep lifting, keep balancing, keep remembering, and keep waking up each morning with purpose burning in their hearts. If you recognized yourself in even a few of these 8 signs, you're not merely surviving, you're thriving against expectations. You're living proof that aging doesn't have to mean deterioration. Sometimes it means deepening, strengthening, becoming more authentically yourself. And if you noticed areas where you've lost ground, that awareness itself is powerful. Every single day offers a fresh opportunity to rebuild what time has challenged. Strength can return, balance can improve, memory can sharpen, purpose can reignite, healing can begin anew. Wherever you find yourself today, remember this: you're still here, you're still capable, and your story is still unfolding. If this video resonated with you, please take a second to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this message. Drop a comment telling me which of these 8 signs you still maintain, or what small step you'll take today to strengthen an area that needs attention. Your experience might be exactly what inspires someone else who's silently struggling. Your presence here matters more than you know. Thanks for spending this time with me today. Until next time, stay curious, stay determined, and keep moving forward. Because aging isn't about fading away, it's about rising up again and again and again.